Yeah.
Once you actually put
Yeah,
numbers
yeah.
to it, it feels a lot less.
Well, yeah, and that's only whenever you take it to account you're swapping out sessions every week.
Yeah. Otherwise, it would have been 10.
Oh, Laviandi can make it. Nice.
He better
Oh, nice.
get I did message both Ninja and Bear, but I don't know if they'll answer. They might have forgotten or gotten tied up with something.
Or it could just be that he'd have overslept again.
Oh yeah, knowing Bear, he overslept. The bear always hibernates.
I mean, it's possible. What can you do about it?
Yeah, he's like Star.
Hey, I've did it once.
No, no, you haven't. It's.
I've
it's
only
multiple
missed
times,
it
man.
one time. Otherwise, I was just a bit late.
Mm.
Same thing.
Listen, the truth hurts. Don't bring it back to me.
Look, it's the life of a streamer. Let's be honest.
It's time zones.
Yeah, especially when you're an Indian and trying to appeal to the rest of the world.
Mm-hmm.
Literally a losing battle because you'll offend someone. They're like, oh my gosh, I can't believe this, blah blah blah.
I mean, listen.
Yeah.
Offending people isn't really a matter.
Yeah, if they have an issue with it, they don't have
Listen. Breeding, just if you breed, you're probably pissing someone off, so that doesn't matter. I don't care too much about that.
Star breeds. Everyone else, he must die.
Here I am.
Hello.
All that's missing is Bomber.
Yeah.
Hey!
Good.
Now
And
that's
there
left
it
is a bear. Okay, yeah, show.
Rocking like a hurricane.
Just so you know, the pre-stream's going on. This is just what people are listening to.
Yeah.
The pre-stream's
Yeah,
only
fair.
5 minutes, but then again, it makes sense. It's proportional. A lot of people have like a half an hour pre-stream, but that's like to a 4-hour stream or something.
Yeah, I mean, we only have 2 hours.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, right. I
Oh.
need to check if they are live yet.
I'm live. There's like 1.5 minutes left.
Yeah, film menu. There's currently a charity stream on that I'm watching.
Yeah, Coolborn, for some reason you're breaking up a lot. Like it's
Oh, thank goodness,
terrifying,
I thought it was just
honestly.
me.
Mate, I'm in the car.
Oh right!
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Understandable
because-
then. There's nothing you can do about it.
I'm literally in the middle of the forest.
Yeah, because
Whoa.
on this
Why?
You sound
like
pretty
this.
good for being in the middle of the forest, honestly.
Hello, my name is Coolborn.
Lavianda,
Okay,
is that you?
Satan.
Who else uses a voice changer in here? It's certainly not me! I'm naturally irritating!
Get on my level, scrubs.
Oh, this is so stupid.
All
But
right,
I'm
Linda.
curious actually, what does this one?
That sounds way too real. Hold up a second. I think we have everyone except Bomber, who's apparently not going to show
No,
up.
Bomber
Right
Bomber
here.
This was a bear. We have everyone except
Yeah,
Bear, who may or may not show up. Depends on, how it
Yeah.
goes.
Aw, and I had this pretty good idea for if he shows up and we fight that unkillable boss here. It
Unkillable.
was going to be a Team 4-star reference.
Oh well, what can you do? Okay, So the pre-stream is over. Now it's time for the actual stream. Let me go down here. Let me click on this one. Here we go. Hello, hi, welcome everyone. Welcome to the actual stream. I'm shouting a lot, but you know I got energy. I've got 2 hours of sleep today.
No. Stop.
Bad
Damn it.
Star, bad.
What?
Oh, I took an hour-long nap, and I had work to do.
Bro, bro.
Go sleep,
What?
damn it.
Once you go, once you
Dude,
get to
I'm
30
going to
that's
be
gonna
sleeping
really
right
add
after
up.
the session, so it doesn't matter.
You better.
I've had a full day.
You've gone down
Anyways.
insomniac, you bastard.
Even I, who
And
stays awake
anyway,
up
you
till
don't
2
have
in the
too much
morning,
time.
I get my 8 hours of
Okay,
sleep.
listen,
And
I
have a
had
daughter,
I
so
had
really
an
don't have
hour
any
of sleep, and then I had the first stream. We stopped a bit early. I had another hour of sleep, and now I'm good. I'll sleep a lot more today. Don't worry about it. I'll sleep late tomorrow. Anyway, well, let's ignore all of that. Last session, I'll do the recap. It's very simple.
All right.
Yep.
Basically, our friends here, the 5 people here in the party, plus 1, which is the little skeleton boy, but we don't talk about him because he's absent today. All encountered what can only be called a bizarre phenomena, a wondrous event, just multiple rings of pure energy of multiple colors, of multiple sources, from the divine to the abyssal to the Feywild to the far reach, just everything you could possibly think of, just randomly mixed together to form something which may or may not be sentient. It might be an entity, it might just be a clump of power which you just innately know how to use. It's not certain.
Maybe it's Maybelline.
But everyone was able to ask for one thing. And they've acquired that one thing. Solstice acquired power, which is a spell slot. Isabella asked for a way to protect everyone, which they know of an item that can help them. They just don't know what the item is, but they know where it is. It's pretty close by. Razzle asked to be free of a certain dickhead god. And they've achieved the amount of freedom. They don't know how much freedom, but they've achieved an amount of freedom. Sarah for last. Litney asked for basically where to find something that could essentially cast infinite true resurrection, which is
free true.
Which casts free true resurrection. And so the whole thing for that is basically she's got a vague idea. She's got hints and stuff, but she doesn't know where the actual thing is. That's gonna involve research, as in maybe she has to find someone or something, maybe a library, maybe a person, maybe a scholar, who knows? She knows where to go, but she doesn't know, who she's supposed to, she doesn't know how to find out about it. She knows where the knowledge is. Very simple, because it's a very complicated thing. And Sarah wants to know about her mother. And so Sarah now knows who can best help her find her mother. Alongside that, everyone also got a feat, because that was an event beyond mortality. It was basically they all bask in the fog of experience. And so, do you guys want to tell me what feats you picked? The order is I'm gonna ask in order. Solstice, what feat did you pick? Okay. They picked the feat of disappearance. Solstice, by the way, is in the middle of the forest, so in real life. So they may or may not just disappear suddenly. Hey, Solstice, are you here?
Yeah. I just dropped left and rejoined. I'm in the outskirts now, so I should be in.
You sound
5 minutes, give or take.
You sound a lot better.
You sound a lot better.
Do you want to tell us really quickly what feat did you take, Solstice?
I took Pam, because of course I would.
Yes, Polar Mastery.
Polar
It's
Mastery.
for a little fairy with a big giant halberd. It's a wonderful, wonderful thing, especially since Paladin. uh, Isabella, do you mind
Yep.
telling us what feat did you pick?
Well, I picked Eldritch Adept again. I could have gone for Gift of the Ever-Living one for the invocation, but I choose to instead take Misty Vision because I think in this forest it will be more useful. Also, I like to get creative with my spells, so I can always take Gift of the Ever-Living ones when I level up.
Mm-hmm.
Remind me, what does the Gift of the Ever-Living one? Is that...
What it does is when someone heals me, I get and I have my familiar out. I believe. I don't know if that's necessarily a condition, but yeah, it's only for a chain warlock. Basically, if you heal me, you will always heal the max you can heal.
Yes, I
Ooh.
believe the exact detail is any healing you get will be maximized, which means even
Ooh,
if
the
you
Wither in Blue.
even when you roll hit die for a short rest.
I should really pick it up when I level
Okay,
next time.
Listen,
no,
Anyway.
it's only
I watched.
for
I
it's only
watched.
for chain warlocks, though.
Yeah,
You
I
need your
know.
familiar to be within 100
Ah.
feet of you, and it's only for chain warlocks.
Yeah, I watched a
Chain
warlock.
Anyways.
I watched a warlock use that to just fully heal in a short rest, which is wonderful, from 0 to max. Okay, that aside, Razzle, what feat did you pick?
I believe I went with hold on. Let me look at my sheet to get the exact name. It's a skill feat.
Oh, right.
The exact
Skill expert, was it? I think you said that you've mastered stealth, expertise in stealth.
something like that. Let me just get the specifics.
Just
It was
Yep.
expertise in deception.
No, I had expertise in deception.
they
Let me get my
said
sheet up.
they have a plus
Yeah,
8 in
I
stealth
think
now.
it was stealth.
It's stealth.
Yeah.
Okay, wonderful.
And the
so
skill
it's not stealth.
itself is where is
It's skill expert. It gives you a +1 to a stat, 1 skill proficiency and 1 skill expertise, correct?
yeah.
Yes.
Uh,
Quite useful. Wonderful skill. Okay, so
Yeah.
Sarah, what feat
Yeah,
did you take?
Took the... Wait a second. The charger fit.
Charger. Nice.
Okay, yeah.
Charger.
That's actually good for.
That's the one. If you move X
barbarian.
amount of feet, you get a bonus action attack, correct?
Yes.
Nice.
Oh, and if you get extra attack.
Especially since you have the HP to just tank stepping back and stepping forward.
Yes.
Oops, sorry, I didn't mean to do that.
Well, no worries. Litney,
There.
you're last. What did you get?
I took Strixhaven's initiative, Silver Quill. It allows me to grab 2 cleric, one cleric, your 2 cantrips from either, that's either Sacred Flames, Thaumaturgy, or Vicious Mockery. I took Sacred Flame, Vicious Mockery, as well as a spell from the cleric or bard
Nice.
list.
Nice.
And I took, and what I took was Silvery Barbs,
Interesting.
which I will reflavor as Ratchel popping behind someone, squeaking, and popping back.
Oddly enough, I just kind of imagine you taking Healing Word, of like you reading out a little, like a little verse from a story. Anyway,
that was what I was thinking of, but
let's put that aside for now.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. Okay, so now you know that's what happened. Little update for everyone. Just a quick recap. After the whole incident with the Wondrous event, you would know that none of the NPCs knew what happened. They just saw like some of you walk forward towards the thing, some of you run. They saw the cat get yeeted in, and none of them can see. Even though right now, the rings and all that stuff, it's all still there. the glowing rings, the fog, everything. No one in the carriage can see it. And yeah, Jabel is quite interested in learning, in like hearing more details, but she just can't see it. None of these guys can comprehend it. Out of character,
Yeah.
it's because they're too low level. There's a level
Yeah.
requirement.
And the only reason the familiars
Yeah.
can see it is because connected to their casters.
Yeah, it's connected to the whole fog of experience. You have to have enough experience. And they don't.
Yeah.
So that's just what I wanted to say. I'll give you guys a few minutes if you want to say. Oh, just really quickly, really quick note. You will only be allowed one short rest between moving destinations. That's it. So if you move from, you're currently at point A, Wondrous Event. I removed the ABC and all that stuff. For wherever you move from here, you can only have one short rest between here and the next location, just so you understand. Okay?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I
if
think
any of you want to ask any quick questions to the other players or the NPCs, feel free to go ahead. And then when you're done, I'll proceed.
Litney will ask Jabel. Well, we'll speak to Jabel about what she experienced, and if given the whole something wanted a question and gave an answer and response, basically. Recounting what she experienced.
I see.
From one arcane a practitioner to another.
Jabel.
Since knowledge.
Jabel Ingor looks to you and is like, "Oh, okay, right." And she takes out her notebook and starts jotting down notes. But could you describe it in some more context? What do you mean something? Did you feel a presence, or like I don't know. You seem like a well-traveled wizard. Did you recognize any of it? Was it perhaps divine in nature, abyssal, hellish?
Litney
Infernal.
thinks about it. Like Litney thinks about this carefully. It felt like I was witnessing existence itself, like the universe, or the universe we reside in, and wanting a question. And it was neither divine, fae, an elemental, nor a fiend. And it was just existence. That's the best way I could put it. And the question I gave was, well, do you know what I am? And she looks to Jabel.
She kind of looks over and sees, well, Goblin Slayer and Fjord, and she looks back to you. I believe you're a necromancer of some sort. I did ask Captain Mabel, and she didn't say anything bad about you, so I've not mentioned anything till far, but that is a bit worrying.
Litney, yes, I am a necromancer, but more specifically, what do you think I am? I will give you a little bit of a hint. I am about 200 years old, despite being human.
An undead, right? Of course.
Specifically, well, there is the question I asked was casting true resurrection for free.
I see that. Yeah, that's quite a grand goal. That's
but
particularly
it's
insane.
Not for me, though.
I see. Yes.
She
okay.
said her solemnly.
If this troubles you, I don't really want to talk to you about it. It's fine.
No. It's fine, and I've actually accepted my position right now, and feel it's better for that the laundry gets it's aired out, so to speak. I wish to resurrect the souls of the children that I unfortunately had whose souls were willingly given to me within those 200 years. And that's why I need true resurrection.
I
Yep.
see. That's quite scary.
It is, but so yes, you could say I'm a lich, but I'm a failed one. Could never take the last soul.
She kind of just turns to glance at everyone else. I don't know who else would be in earshot. You know, it's
Oh,
kind of
I'm pretty
it's
sure
kind of
Litney.
the. Is this
I'm pretty
something?
sure Inadi.
Yeah, it's kind of the. Did you notice? Look, just to, everyone, because she's the last person to come into the group.
Other than and Doug, you and Doug are practically the only ones that know about this, or that are the last to know about this.
I
Not that Dave.
see. That's okay. I
I know it's
I
a lot
don't
to take in.
I don't believe I need to know about that. But thank
Yes,
you
yes.
for telling me.
Don't worry. She holds her hand up. I understand. Just know that I'm not devouring any souls. I'd rather eat food.
Uh,
She randomly pulled
Understandable. I've
out a
heard
bowl.
souls don't. Understandable. I've heard souls don't have a taste.
Oh, yeesh. I hope not. I hope they do, because that would be. If I did turn into a lich, that would be bland. I couldn't live without flavor.
I think that's why most liches go insane. It's one of the many reasons.
Very well. Anyways,
Yeah. So thank you for telling me this. I'm just just scribbling down notes. But like you can't really
if
see
you
it. You can't really see it from your angle, but definitely her penmanship is becoming a lot sloppier as she's like not sure what to write as she like pauses in the middle of a verse like
there is
oh
so much information that she is like, what's the most important one here?
like okay right so if you're saying that's right I can't see it. That's kind of unfortunate. I also feel like I don't want to take the risk of getting closer to something which it's a power that I can't see, which probably means it's a power I probably should be touching. uh I'm all good if we just want to go forward.
Sure,
Or
we
was that
still
like
need to find the
was that a
flower.
taxing ordeal for you? I don't know. Do you feel
No,
tired?
it's not. Oh, I can't sleep, but I don't feel all exhausted if that's what you mean.
Okay.
But yeah, we do need to get that flower you were looking for.
Yeah, I'm sure we're heading that way, so we should be getting there pretty
Litney just casually like.
in maybe another. She looks up at the sky. A day. I do not know how. I don't know how long it's been. I don't know how long.
Yes.
Time seems to not really work too well over here. Or at the very
Yeah.
least, the sky doesn't work.
Well, if we can't get that flower, you can at least bring back some information to your master.
I
We-
hope I get the
we,
flower. Anyway, thank you
Hey.
very much. And here she is just going to take a moment to get sorted and just look back at her notebook.
Yeah, there was so much information to pack all at once, and not enough time for him to really.
Yeah, she's also
grasp it
she's
all.
also taking some time to go through her notes, and she's got a few books with her that she's looking through to see if there's any information. Cross-referencing notes and
Yeah.
whatnot.
Yeah.
Might not be useful,
brevity-
but you know,
For
as a
brevity's
wizard,
sake,
you,
she
as a
will-
wizard, you have to check.
Yeah, and for brevity's sake, she will give like the answer to her question. Litney will
Yes.
give the answer to her question. See if anything and comes up in Jabel's mind.
What are you talking about?
Can you guys hear me?
Yes, we can
Yeah.
hear you. I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay.
You did already answer the question. You said you're a lich.
No, I meant
Yeah.
to
Okay. Yeah. What's up,
the
Solstice?
question Litney.
Yeah. Are you guys close to the wagon?
Yeah, I would assume.
Litney is
that we
talking
would
to
be.
Jabel, who's in the wagon.
Okay, in that case, Solstice would definitely hear you because she's sitting in the driver's seat.
Yep. Again.
Yeah, by the way, I took a short rest, if that's possible, and who was still cursed?
I have no clue.
Litney is cursed, I believe.
All of the NPCs were cursed. I don't remember
everyone-
who you
everyone was-
uncursed.
Everyone, but I think.
Yeah, by the way,
Raz
just so
was
you
one of-
know, you can only take a short rest, like, between here and the next place, there's only one short rest allowed. So you're gonna be,
And we
you're
only
gonna,
got
you're gonna
first
have to be
level.
careful with that.
We have
So,
the
Yeah, but I
first
this
took a
is-
short rest
Okay,
before before this
got
place.
it.
There you go. Okay, so I healed
Um,
up. Okay, I know both the horses were cursed, so I'm gonna. If the two kids are cursed, I'm gonna decurse them.
Everyone's cursed. Except,
Yeah. They curse the horses first because they have the lowest in.
Yeah, no, they can wait. They're animals. They can wait. I mean, I can decurse them even if they have several levels. So as long as they're not completely gone, I can still decurse them. Don't want to waste.
Yeah.
I'd rather just. The horses are low priority, honestly, especially since they are very likely to regain levels. So So
Yeah.
kids
Yeah.
first. I have how many spell slots? Give me a second. I have. Well, there you go. Okay, so 2 spell slots. So
I
I'm
would just
decursing
like
the
to
2
point
kids.
out extremely quickly. I looked up the horse's intelligence. They have 2 intelligence. If they take a second level, they will immediately transform.
Yeah, take.
Wait.
Yeah.
Or the horses do not have enough intelligence. They 2 failures and they are gone.
I'll use my 3 levels spell slots.
No.
to-
Let the warlock do it. He regains them on a short rest.
Okay, never mind for the kids. They can probably handle
Yeah,
a little
leave
bit
them
more.
to
Yeah,
I'm
so to note, animals are
decurse
the
the
animals are the ones which transform extremely fast because they have
Wait, what about the wolves?
very low intelligence. The wolves are desummoned.
Oh, okay. We're good.
But good.
All right, so
We Gucci.
Wait,
I'm gonna
wait.
decurse the horses, and then as we go on the road again, I'm gonna take yet another short rest to get my spell slots back.
Understood.
Yeah.
So the horses have been
Hey.
decursed.
Does anyone else remember the duck?
I don't remember who else has been decursed, but we're gonna ignore that for now. Yeah, the duck's there in the cabin.
It was me and Stefano.
The duck's just sitting there on the carriage, just staring at you. Quack
Yeah.
quack. Okay,
That blink duck's still there.
right. He seems fine.
Anyways, as you two were talking, Solstice decided to add her 2 cents into the conversation regarding what that was. She suspected to be a nexus point.
Well said.
And for regarding Litney's status as a failed glitch, she would chime in that if she was a failed glitch, she wouldn't be sentient.
Well, I've always had
Because
this answer: define fate.
Because there's only one fate for a failed glitch, and it's not pretty at all.
There's actually several. Don't forget the bomb claw.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's the one I was talking about.
Yeah.
Hey, here's
To be
Ben.
here's-
to be specific, Litney is a failed lich because she never even got to the point where she turned into a lich.
Yeah,
Yeah,
she's
She didn't
what-
fail
a lich
turning
in
it.
making.
She didn't fail turning into a lich. She failed to get to that point.
Yeah, she failed to gain that last
Yeah.
soul.
So here's
She couldn't do it.
what's happening. If you guys want to move forward, I need someone to roll me a 1d4 because I need to eliminate. I need to see what all options you exactly have.
Also, just before we go, Isabella
Rolling.
is also going to add her 2 cents and say
Oh,
that.
I see.
Well, actually, Bana Kafalata will and go. She will talk to Jebel. Is that her name?
Jabel.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, Jebel, and she will say, and Bana Kafalata will say for her. My mistress has a very unlikely theory that it may have been a leak of phlogiston in our world, but she feels this is extremely unlikely because if there is one rule about reality is that the phlogiston is not supposed to enter the crystal spheres no matter what.
Wait, phlogiston? I've never heard of that before. What?
Oh, I know it. I know it. This is. I've read books. About space travel.
You
Crossing
see,
over
it is
different
the
worlds.
gas that is outside of the crystal spheres. It is not possible for it to enter the crystal spheres. This is an unbreakable rules. The phlogistons will always stay outside. It cannot be brought inside by any means. Even the gods are not capable of that.
That's why I suspected it.
I, as a
yeah.
DM, have never heard of a phlogiston before, and I believe you're just making it up.
Oh, that is
No,
it's a
Spelljammer.
real thing.
canon.
Spelljammer.
Just so you
It's
know,
it's
I
basically,
know nothing about D&D space travel, so I've just kind of made up my own lore, just because I've heard it's quite boring.
phlogiston is basically space gas.
Oh, it's
And
very very flammable.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's very flammable.
Explosive, actually.
Yeah, I don't. That is
Anyway.
not true in my world, because that's
Anyway.
stupid.
Anyway,
It's stupid, and it wouldn't work with the lore with the lore I have.
all right.
Okay, right.
I know, yes.
So here we go. Isabella would tell you have 3 options in front of you.
But which one is the one that will lead to the thing I'm supposed? Well, not supposed, but
All.
I could get. Oh, okay.
To
And,
get in the direction, because the thing is, if you go in a straight line, you will die.
Hmm.
Because you'll probably you'll fall off a cliff into the bottom of the world, or you'll come into a T-Rex or something.
Yeah.
So
Oh,
basically, if you want to go in a straight line there, you will probably die.
Yeah, I'll go.
Because
into the
I-
Or you
Razzle
can-
or
Because
something.
I'm not. Again, you as a guide are basically
Yes, I
taking the
know.
most dangerous, horrible options off the table.
Yes.
So here we go. The first option. Yes.
Hmm.
Or we could end up in either the Shadowfell or the Feywilds by accident.
Possible. Unlikely. Possible. Okay, right. So the first option you have is Route C, which leads to certain battle. So
Mhm.
you know that it's pretty obvious. If you go there, you'll fight something, without a doubt.
Mhm.
It's just a matter of you can't tell what it is, and but in meta, you know that it'll be worth it.
Mhm.
It might be
Route
the
D
boss.
is safety, but it will mean that you will take you'll take at least another day or 2. There is no chance of encounter over here, but it'll add days to the journey.
Mhm.
In
And
other words, the boring option.
And Route E is a random encounter, which could mean anything. It could mean that you ran.
Fuck.
So, just so you understand, C is a battle. Okay? Without a doubt, a battle. E for in route E for encounter, you have no clue what you'll find. Maybe you'll find a friend. Maybe you'll find a boss monster. Maybe you'll find some overwhelming asshole who's going to force stuff onto you. You have no clue.
Yeah. Is there any chance we will meet him here?
Yeah, because Litney is kind of interested.
Unlikely.
Okay.
I've given him a story, and the thing is, his story is close, but not inside here.
Yeah, don't worry about it. I just because you said it was it could be a random encounter, so
It's a random encounter.
thought it would
Just so you
be
understand, a random encounter means there is a chance that it could also just
You
be
know.
something that slows you down.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but reason I asked was because you said we will meet him in a random encounter, so it was worth asking if it's even a possibility here.
Don't worry. Basically, I've been slowly increasing the odds you'll meet him. It's just inside the forest, the odds are still pretty low. But outside the forest, the odds are really high you'll meet him because you've missed him so many times.
Yep.
Okay, right. So this is going to be interesting. Just give me 1 second. Need to double check this list.
Oh, also, hi, Bear.
Yeah, don't worry about me.
Hi, Bear.
Oh yeah,
sorry,
I have a
Did
thing
you
I
just
have to
wake
do.
up?
Yeah, how could you tell?
sorry. I did not mean to do that. Sorry.
I didn't see it.
Do
What
what?
did you do?
No one.
I played the sound of a metal pipe for
We
like,
didn't see it.
you know, the crying.
Oh,
No one heard it.
We didn't hear it.
Oh, okay, thank God.
Okay,
God, my
great.
pixels are
This is
still-
interesting.
I think I'm losing more pixels.
No, you
How?
look. Maybe. Yes.
Dave, I've been at it.
Okay.
Or was it John?
So here we go. I need someone to roll me a d12. Hopefully you don't get a 12.
I'll handle that. Yep. Or never mind.
Oh, okay, 2. Oh, that's interesting.
Well, he said hopefully you don't get a 12. So by that logic, 2 sounds like a pretty good result.
I mean, it isn't.
BRB,
It
I'm
isn't a
just gonna grab
12,
a
so I'm
thing.
gonna count as
Great.
hopeful. Eh. Okay, right. So this is gonna be interesting. I just have to look in this list. Hmm. Is this good or is this a good encounter? Bad encounter. Could someone
Depends
roll
on-
me?
If you have to,
Roll me a 1d. Roll me a 1d6. I just need to figure out how good.
Oh.
Okay, there we go. Okay, it's a 2. Okay, right. That's gonna be interesting.
Come on, why do you keep rolling?
Welcome to the TPK arc.
because I got the dice roller up.
I don't have that art. Fuck me. Okay, right. So that's not.
When you prepare
That
for
can't
everything
happen.
before.
Right, I'm back. What did I miss?
Nothing. Basically,
Nothing.
we rolled an encounter, and I had to see if it's a good, neutral, or bad encounter. And now I don't have that one specific art, so I have to use something else.
You want me to reroll?
No, I'm good. I got
Okay.
stuff which I can use. Okay, this is going to be interesting. By the way, short rest, because between A and E, that's a short rest. Because that's
Okay,
roughly
and
how
Yeah.
long it. You don't know how long it's taking you, but you know it's at least taking you long enough for a short rest, probably.
In that case, Litney's going to yet again use our inspiring leader, aka storyteller, her feat to make sure everyone has their
Cool. You can just do the math and to just write it in the chat, please. Okay, so as you
If I summon my quick question, if I summon my dogs and desummon them when I'm going to bed, do they risk getting corrupted?
I can't answer that question. That's too specific.
Okay.
You just have to find out.
I will only
respawn him later.
Yeah, I will only take them up.
All I'm going to say is this is not a video game. This is not a video game. I'm not going to, be like, oh, if I need to be in here for 20 minutes for it to take effect, if I want to end up for 19 minutes and 50 seconds, I'll be fine. It's not a video game. Okay, this is it. So as you guys move forward in this forest, basically Isabella using her experience, especially being in the Feywild, having to read just the atmosphere of these horribly, horribly chaotic places that constantly twist and warp. You have basically sussed out certain conflicts, certain safety, or just complete random chance. Those are the three options, and you've all chosen to go down complete random chance. You've started moving downhill, despite the fact that, there shouldn't really be any particular hills over here from what you know. You're not exactly sure why there is a hill even. But, hey, this is the way you're going.
I'm not surprised because, I'm not surprised considering,
considering the war, considering everything, considering all the Shadowfell thing going on, who knows? But yeah, as you go down the hill, you do that the carriage seems to tilt and tilt and tilt until you notice you're like riding at like a 50 to 60 degree angle towards one side, which is quite worrying. And you just can't help but turn just to try and correct to avoid tipping over, which sends you a little bit off course because you had a place you had a way you wanted to go, but it was just way steeper than you thought it would be, which just meant that part was very, very dangerous. You probably would have risked tipping over the carriage, probably losing some of the horses, and slowing yourself down tremendously. So instead, you've taken a bit of an off path. And as you go through these, I wouldn't say it's a trail. I would say it's a groove, where the trees on the left and the right become oddly equidistant and tilted just a bit. Tilted, curved, like they're forming arches, although not exactly. They're not really forming man-made arches in any way, shape, or form, but you just get a vague illusion as you feel yourself railroaded, going in a straight path, which is a little concerning, considering there shouldn't really be any paths in this forest besides, besides whatever the monsters have taken. So the fact that the forest itself is kind of forming a path is, you can't really tell if it's a malicious thing or if it's just a trickery thing or if it's just a thing that's happening because, it's kind of difficult to get a general read on trees and glowing lights. But
I would like to roll Arcana, see if there's if there ain't no, ain't a possibility of it being illusionary.
Roll. Go ahead.
Oh, nice, 25.
25.
It's magical 100%, but the forest is magical. As for illusionary, you wouldn't want to just put you wouldn't bet your reputation to say it's an illusion in any way, shape, or form. But at what point does an illusion stop? At what point does an illusion stop being fake? You do have to kind of question that, especially when it comes to the Shadowfell. where a trick of the mind becomes a trick of reality, which just becomes reality itself.
Litney's going to try and pinch herself, see if it's not at some sort of a hypnotic pattern spell.
As you pinch yourself, you just kind of feel a sting of pain. A bit more than you expected, actually, because as you sting yourself, it feels. How do I explain this? You know, when you stub your toe or something, there's a pain, like that just feels like an explosion went off close by, and you get stunned a little bit. Like you can feel, like you can taste metal.
Yeah.
Okay, you just feel that for a second. As you do, just in your vision, there's just like a pulse of purple that just goes all around.
Okay, this is definitely an illusion.
You're just staring forward, and you notice that if you turn around and look back, it's a perfectly straight line too. In front of you also is a perfectly straight line. And you notice that there aren't any bumps anymore. The carriage has stopped rattling. At least it's rattling a tiny bit, but as if you're on a perfectly smooth road.
Okay, Litney. Litney
Will you tell us about it?
Yeah, Litney's going to say, basically inform the group. It's something magical, but it's hard to tell if it's transmutation magic or illusionary. I would need.
Does Isabella know how to deal with this sort of situation?
You have the vaguest of notions, but at the same time, you're not really a master of the forest. You're a guide of the forest. You've got a good sense of directions and what's going on, but this isn't really something you can. This isn't something which you have knowledge of, at least enough to just be like, aha! I'm just going to go and stop and turn around, everything's going to be okay. This is kind of a situation where, even when you were the most familiar with the Feywilds, you had no clue what was going on. It's like that kind of situation.
Would Solstice know?
Solstice, you don't know exactly what to do, but you would know what this means. What this means...
I will tell it.
What this means is basically you've stumbled across a track, essentially, like a railway track. In places like the Feywilds, the Shadowfell, dimensions which are, skewed, shall we say, which basically have more space than volume. I think that's a good way of saying it. In those kinds of places, those kinds of places, to avoid just people falling into the void, when you stretch fabric, to avoid tears, but just people can fall through. There are stitches made, zippers, tracks almost, and you have basically fallen into one of these, which is, it could be a shortcut, or it could be a detour. You're not exactly sure of the nature, but essentially it's just, it's just a path you've stumbled into that you can't really turn left or right, because if you do, you're kind of gonna be stuck. You're gonna be stuck in the knitting. But there are ways to influence. There are ways to influence these tracks.
Do I know any of those ways?
You can call out to essentially the train conductor. That's probably the best. That's the best analogy for it. You guys are essentially on a train, even if you're in your own carriage, and these tracks, lines, stitches, they're all managed by something. And you can call out to that something. But the problem is, here comes a risk. If you just go straight, you'll end up going wherever the track goes. If you call out to the quote-unquote train conductor, you might have to show your ticket. As in, it's essentially a case of fuck around and find out. It could be that your conductor is a perfectly reasonable entity. It could be your conductor is a very nice entity who's just trying to help, misguided or not. Or it could be your conductor didn't know they had uninvited passengers.
All right. Here's the lowdown of it. We are currently in a twisted space that we can't really avoid. So we either have to go continue on to where it leads, or I could call out for whoever managing this path.
Either way, it sounds
Not guaranteed it's gonna. Not guaranteed that it will end well. So what do you guys say? Should I call or not?
I mean, it's just as equally random if we try going straight and see where this leads. For all we know, we could be at the other side of the planet.
No, you'll be inside the forest only. The forest is a self-contained zone.
All right. Then scratch.
You might be delayed by a few days. You might be delayed by a few days. You might, be sped up by a few days. You don't know.
Basically, think of it as a bag of holding.
Or the warp if you're a Warhammer 40k fan.
Yeah, but I'm talking in character now.
Yeah. But okay, so we're in essentially a pocket dimension, and what is the likelihood that we would get out of this in time, Lady Solstice?
We could go. We could gain a few days, or we could lose a few days. How to tell? This path isn't as well traveled, I suppose. I should say, like those I'm used to.
Well, since you are more versed in this sort of thing, field, I'll defer to your judgment.
All right. What the other guys say?
Suggest that if there are no good answers, we could always try selecting randomly. And Isabel just kind of like makes a giant D6 appear in her hand with prestidigitation.
Let.
Sorry.
What was the question one more time?
Do we go straight or
should we call the manager?
The manager.
Either way, it's going to be randomized whether we lose a few days or gain a few days or save a few minutes by going straight, or an even safer route, possibly with the manager or the quote-unquote conductor of this line we're on. Or we might be
us being inexperienced in this could be bad. So maybe talk to the manager.
All right, Ninja.
Talk to the manager.
Okay, I think that's enough then. So I'm gonna go and call out for the manager in as proper way as I can remember how to do it.
Mm-hmm.
There are rituals for this sort of thing.
If you need any help with this, Litney will obviously offer her assistance.
Oh, I didn't know you. I didn't know you knew wild rituals.
Well, I mean, it's arcane. I mean, there's some rules to that. Though I was only offering like my assistance if you needed it.
I'm afraid your rules doesn't really matter in the Feywilds. Especially the Shadowfell.
Can I always take notes? She pulls out a notebook.
All right, Star.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I will call on the conductor in the proper way to do it.
Understood. I'm just trying. Just find the right photo of the right picture. I've got a few here. Pick which one's the right one. So the right way, quote unquote, to call them is quite simple, I suppose. You simply have to express your magic. Essentially, burn a spell slot and just call out to them.
All right, I'm burning level 2 spell slots because I can regain them on a short rest.
Okay.
And I'm pumping as much Fey energy into it as feasible, so he knows it's a friend.
Mm-hmm.
Litney is taking notes.
Yes, you can absolutely do that. So as you do that, oh, this is it. This is the picture. As you do that, a wave of purple, a pulse of purple just spreads from where you guys are just across the tunnel, essentially. That's what it's become. You didn't even notice when it was, but the trees are slightly longer, slightly curvier, some a bit more tilted. The canopy is getting a little thicker, it's closing in, and you are in a tunnel, despite it just being a regular groove, just the last time you checked. And as you guys are looking around, Litney, you notice it's like kind of like when you kind of hurt yourself, it's that pulse of pain.
Mm-hmm.
Solstice, when you use this, the natural exertion you feel when you use magic, it feels like tenfold. Like it actually kind of burns a little bit when you use your magic here. It's like, and yet you kind of notice that. I guess you kind of get this idea as you use this that certain feelings might be magnified in here. Physical feelings. But yeah, that purple pulse becomes a green pulse, a red pulse, a green pulse, and slowly, just little tiny butterflies of red, green, purple, just like, at first they're like specks, but looking closer at the specks, they're like tiny, tiny butterflies. And then next thing you know, they're like bigger butterflies, like regular size. And then when you just turn, you're seeing like, oh, there's one that's close to me. And you turn to the other side. No, that's not close to me. That one's the size of my head. And you turn back, and then they seem to just be getting bigger and bigger as you look at them. It's like basically, how to explain? Perspective is broken.
Yeah.
It's like
And
when you look at one up
notes.
close, they're all actually that size. You can't tell what size these butterflies are. Are they tiny? Are they huge? When you turn your head around, lean back, lean forward, the size seems to completely change as you're staring at them, and you just don't know anymore. All of you feel a bit dizzy. And you hear like a small, elegant voice calling out, "Why, hello! Who is this? I see we have got the new passengers."
Yes, by complete accident, I'm afraid.
There's a kind of an echoing voice that's kind of going all around you. That's how I'd best describe this. It's not like a loud voice, but it's more like you just can't quite tell where the voice is.
It's close, but it's not.
It's a little bit weird, but yeah, as you look, you're like, and might I know who you are?
You may call me Solstice, daughter of Titania.
Oh, an esteemed guest. It's a pleasure to meet you. And you swear that you swear you can just hear in the voice that the person is bowing, and she's like, you are not comfortable speaking with entities that cannot be seen, quote unquote. That's quite rude of
don't
me.
Don't worry about it.
No, it's quite rude of me.
Don't worry about it. I have dealt with incorporeal entities all my life. You don't have to worry about that.
Oh no, it is no big worry. I have a form here, I believe, that it might be comfortable. Best to speak, you know, that you can look at eye to eye instead of knowing me all around you. As she says that, the butterflies kind of coalesce, and the pink one, the red ones, and the purple ones kind of scatter a little bit. They're off in a distance, or maybe they're just tiny. You can't tell. The green ones coalesce, and a few little blonde ones also. Just, well, golden ones. And they essentially form this tiny, tiny little figure. I will show, basically, I'm going to post here in description spam. The figure you see before you is a tiny. It seems to be a fairy of like somewhat tan skin, pretty blonde hair, wearing a green dress with transparent butterfly wings. There, token. Description spam.
That is a tiny token.
Here you
Well, it is
go.
a fae.
It is a tiny, tiny, tiny thing. It's even a bit smaller than Solstice. Here we go, in description spam. And it is my art, so I'm going to show it on the stream as well.
Oh no, she's cute.
Here we go. We have... This is our character. Again, like I described her, slightly tan skin, glowing gold hair, maybe lime. Lime is better color than gold. And a green dress with like transparent butterfly wings. She seems fairly young.
Honestly,
if you were to look at her, you'd imagine her to be like 13ish, 12ish. You can't exactly tell in human years. In eldritch entity years, probably doesn't have an age. But you know, that's the form they chose.
Good luck.
This is the form she chose to appear before you asked. So this is probably the age she supposed to be addressed as. Is this a pleasure to meet you? Some call me Isabella,
Nice.
especially when in this form. So, what brings
It's a pleasure
you
to
here?
make your...
What brings you here upon my little stitch?
Well, do you...
By
what's
the
the name
way,
of this forest again?
As she's speaking, you can still feel that she's like there's a little bit of reverb on her voice. She's clearly speaking from this little tiny fairy in front of you, but you get the feeling that she is basically all around you, or perhaps you are inside of her. It is difficult to tell. This forest is known as the Forbidden Forest. Its true name isn't known by anyone. It might not even have a true name.
Well, we're trying to traverse this forest. It was royally fucked up by the Unseelie court in the mundane world, and we, by happenstance, ended up on your path.
Yes, I am aware. I was here way back when it happened. A shame, but also it had to be done. It would have been a waste It would have been a waste for all that life to simply die. Also, maybe the end result is a little unsatisfying.
Yeah, Lenny's thinking to herself a
You
little.
wish to travel this stitch, but pray tell, where? You have a destination in mind? Perhaps.
Yes, there's this lake somewhere in the forest with a tree. It's one of our destinations. Do you know?
The pitiful little creature. Yes, I know about it. Old Manda.
Old what now?
Manda. Just so you know.
Manda, okay.
That's what it is. It should be
Munda.
like, it's spelled Munda, but she's saying it as Manda, just so you know. I want you to know she is pronouncing it weird. That is the actual name.
Don't worry about it.
Because she'll basically, as she says that, she'll basically just kind of, wave a finger and you'll just see, the spelling appear in Sylvan. Sylvan? 1 second. Sylvan.
Yeah, it's Sylvan.
Yeah, it'll appear in Sylvan and it's Munda. That's the actual name, but she says Manda. And she's like, yes, this precious one of my little children. So frail, so sick after the war. Wanted to be big and strong. The wish granted made them a big, big tree. A miserable existence. Stand and watch and stand and watch. But it is an existence.
Is there... could help them?
No. She says, she shakes her head. It is beyond the capabilities of you nor I. There are forces. When you play with forces beyond your comprehension, things beyond your comprehension happen. This sad truth of the world. Many children suffer same way. She kind of looks. She kind of turns and looks at a tree. Very, very same way. And the tree kind of shakes a little bit, and you feel it staring at you. She shakes her head and she turns back. This life is twisted, life is sad, but life goes on. If you seek to go to Munda, I can help you. I can push the stitch a little bit. Say, move it a stitch, as you mortals say. However, there will be a cost. All cost.
Of course, we understand that. What do you require?
This a small cost. Honestly, it is a roll of the dice if you will consider it small or big. Depends on your luck, I suppose, or how strong you are. You see, around near Munda, I don't know where, somewhere near, maybe with. Oh wait, hold up. The doorbell's ringing. I'll be right back.
Yeah.
Oh, great! We're gonna.
Immersion ruined.
I can imagine that she's giving us an explanation, and then all of a sudden, in universe, an actual doorbell where she's at just rings, and like, I'll be right back, and you just see that fairy form just floating there, just floating there, or dead-eyed.
Yeah.
It's like, darn.
Oh no, the Fae have their own VTubers. Oh, that would be hilarious.
That'd be horrifying.
Like, oh wait a minute, hey, I gotta go pick something up. Oh, the fairy we see is just like looks like the soul just left her.
Sure.
Okay, I'm here. I'm back. Okay, so there is a naughty little creature somewhere near my Munda. It is scaring. It is scaring the child. It is licking away at the lives around. They may have sad existence. They have existences nonetheless. And to take away from that, it is sad. It's painful.
Well,
I wish for you.
don't worry.
I wish for you to deal with this creature. I do not care if you choose to deal with it violently or not. I do not know if it can be reasoned. I do not know what it is. It is sadly beyond my comprehension. Just at the edge of my feeling.
Well, we've heard that there's
This
a
might be a
warrior.
stupid question, but could you please drop it right in front of it so that we may act as directly as possible?
I do not know where it is, I am sorry.
Oh.
I know roughly where it is because I hear poor Munda crying out at night. In pain, in fear. But I do not know where it is. If I did, I would smite it. Unfortunately, it might be too small. If I do, I might smite the children as well.
Too small?
She looks at a lot of you. It's like, oh, sorry, I forgot perspective. No, it's a thing you lose track of. To me, it is too small. Just like you are all too small. If I were, for example, to reach out and try and destroy you, she just looks left and looks right, and you notice like there's a shadow. Just you can feel a presence that seems to go on for miles, and then she's like, it would take so many other precious innocent lives.
Litney's like, you wouldn't be the first entity to have thrown their fist from another world, from another plane to throw their fist at me.
Yes. So,
Joel, don't worry. We will.
We will deal with this parasite. Do not worry.
Sahib?
After all, it is kind of our primary function. Well, we are trying to cross the forest, but in exchange for you, saving us so much time, it is the least we could do.
I appreciate. I can move my stitch a little. You want to go to see Munda at the lake? Beyond that, do you want? I can take my stitch to cross to the edge of the forest, which the eastern edge, and the northern edge. Where would you prefer to go? Is Munda the one thing you need to go to in this forest, or is there something else?
After we're done with Munda, we need to head to the northern edge. We're trying to reach the village of
Inadi village.
Nari.
Litney types up.
I see. So we will. It will. The stitch will be a little long to go around the heart of the forest, so that you do not meet the Lord. Well, I do not know what title they take. I imagine lords. It is a common mortal title. And
is she talking about the spider lady?
She is saying, basically she is saying that she doesn't know you want to go see the spider lady. So she's saying like, okay, I'll just basically make it so that you go to the lake and then immediately go to the north, skipping the heart of the forest.
You don't have to go out of your way to do that. If we encounter her, then I will do my best to ease her pain too. It is my duty to help those in need, after all, especially if they are Fae.
Oh, quite admirable. Quite admirable. However,
I know I won't be able to break the curse she has on her, but I can at least
as you
put her
strong
in the
enough.
ground, so to speak.
No,
That is a
you
loaded question.
personally, she kind of just she points at you, Solstice. You and you, she points at Sarah. You two may be strong enough. The others, I'm not so certain. She points at Litney. I feel this one might die quite rapidly.
Well, she is a caster, after all. They aren't exactly born with the best physique.
Fair.
No,
well, if you believe yourself confident, I see no reason to stop you. You are living after all. And certainly, living through danger and surviving is a great living. Consider it
Fjord
done.
in the background, just staring.
Consider the stitched move. And she kind of looks at Fjord, basically just like, she notices Fjord now. Oh. I see old Stevie boy has gotten a little pet here.
He is my creation, and yes, he is of Stevlov's.
I see. Well then. I shall move the stitch. And you shall be where you are.
Thank you.
We give you our greatest thanks, and
Don't take it!
rest
Don't
assured
take it!
that the Cosmic Mother gives you
do not worry. Have no fear. I am beyond the. I am not exactly Fae. I am simply.
You're
appearing as
Fae.
Fae.
Of the Feywild. But not Fae.
It's complicated. Should we say
they may be like the nature of the forest itself?
I am more of a visitor upon the Feywild. More of a. I am the concept more than a Fae. My domain goes far. My domain goes wide. I sometimes exist in the Fae. I sometimes exist in the Shadow Fae. I am Isabella. And she kind of points, she kind of just gestured towards Litney, towards Fjord. Like Stevlov is Stevlov.
Yes, I know
He
that.
might appear
Is that on purpose, or
might
is she?
appear to be a god, but he is merely a concept.
My mistress
Litney
would like
nods.
to ask if you share her currently given name by pure coincidence or by a means of trying to express something.
Kind of just looks at you and she's like, I do not fully understand. I do not know what your name is, little lost
My
lamb
mistress is...
of lost lamb.
Oh, my mistress's name is Isabella. Well, it is not her true name. It is what has been given to her a few days ago. My name, personally, is
Oh,
Beneficolata.
are you the one? Little Inari has been telling me about you.
She
Litney
has?
looks like
What?
Oh, don't worry, don't worry. Anyway, hope you all have a safe trip. I cannot speak too much more. But you know, it shouldn't be too much. It shouldn't be so complicated to understand. Very straightforward,
Oh,
isn't
of
it?
course.
Bye-bye.
I'm sorry for having taken so much of your time, and we transmit the gratitude of the Cosmic Mother.
She kind of just she slowly, lightly narrows her eyes at you as you say that. Ah, yes. And if you get the chance, tell her I sealed that other tier as well, but a few have gotten in. For now,
Very well. We will
bye-bye.
inform.
And as she says that, she disappears. And
Hmm.
you guys would know that the road ahead of you has fairly drastically curved and is quite short because you can see in the distance something.
We just cut down the travel time in the forest.
By a considerable degree,
significant
by the
margin.
way, just so you know, 1 and 2 were good. 3 and 4 were neutral. 5 and 6 were bad. That was the personality of the personality of the person in charge.
I see.
Oh, so we
dodged
lucky.
the bullet.
You got lucky and you got basically one of the better people.
And if you rolled the
Yes.
12,
If you roll
I'm
the
pretty
12, I'm not going to tell you because you could. I mean, to be fair, because of the stitch, you no longer have to roll in the forest. If you roll the 12, it would have been a dragon.
Another
Holy
one.
shit.
I'm kind of disappointed now, but oh well.
Yeah, but the thing
No,
is, you've
no.
met all the non-violent dragons. It would have been a pure violent one.
All of those were the non-violent ones.
Oh yeah, you met the reasonable dragons, the ones who wouldn't kill you on sight.
Oh dear lord!
Well, we haven't
Okay,
met the king of the arena, so to speak.
So here's a fun thing, because of how that works. Give me a second. I'll be right back. I gotta just put something away.
All right.
I'm guessing
Yeah.
it's the stat sheet for the dragon that you wanted to unleash on us, but can't.
I always... That's a fun thing to do. When I am playing a warlock or a cleric, when I meet some like unreasonably powerful entity or some such, I always take care to mention my patron to see if they have something to say about that. Because in general, it can lead to some pretty interesting stuff.
Yeah, sorry,
True.
my brother just got me ice cream, and I can't have ice cream and talk at the same time, so I put it in the freezer. Okay, so you guys have immediately skipped to this place and put yourself down here in this corner.
Fjord stared intently at the being that reminds
So,
him of.
as you guys continuously move forward, okay, you guys move forward and forward and forward, and your carriage eventually breaks past the dark tunnel.
Well, this is different.
Yes, and you basically emerge onto the road again, with a lot more distance between you and the trees. As you stare forward, you can see a lake. Just you're all in the carriage, so you're all fairly
okay.
close together. So you guys are on the road, and as you move forward, you see a lake in front of you, a fairly large lake with a gigantic tree. A gigantic doesn't even do it justice. It's a 35 square feet is just the width. And then there's also the fact that it's about like 80 feet tall. It's a giant tree with a boat right here. You can see a boat right there. Basically, there's a boat that's just been lodged straight into the tree and just half broken and half grabbed by the roots.
Litney is
yeah,
walking
and
around
I
inspecting
should
this.
drop the NPCs in as well. Let me just go and grab them.
Can we see the enemy that we are after?
Can you put up? Would Isabella know where we are on the world map?
No.
Ah, shit. Because this looks a little small compared to the map, but it might just be me.
The map is just a guess. You know this place is rough. This place is how do I say this? It's in the Feywild. Sorry, it's in the Forbidden Forest. Let me explain to you. I'll just really quickly gonna drop you guys into the map really quickly, just so I can express this to you. You guys can see this.
We are in the square over here.
You can see this area over here. You're not exactly in that area. How to explain this best is, the distance is as represented in the map, but where everything is exactly is no one has any clue. They just know they just know that that's there, and they've drawn on the map. The thing is just
yes, but we are. It is the lake, right? It's the right lake in the right
this
tree.
is the right lake. It's just a matter of
All right, cool.
Inside of a
That's
wind
what I wanted to
forest,
check.
things are a bit jumbled up. So
All right, cool. That's
like
what I wanted to know.
roughly, how do I say this? It's kind of like all the squires are lined up. It's just there are extra squires, and those extra squires are kind of tilted, turned, and all that. So it's kind of just a matter of it's awful to get through because you don't know what exactly you're doing. And yes, Bear helped me make this by designing it, and I painted over all of it.
Oh, nice. Also, what Litney's just looking around this tree, see if like seeing where this creature is that's been harming it.
Mm-hmm. So this what's gonna happen. Anyone who's looking for that creature, I'm gonna need some rolls for you guys. So
Perception?
1 second. I will allow you guys can either roll perception or arcana. And the thing is, one person succeeding is not enough. I'm going to need to have if two of you succeed, then I'll at least give you some information.
I would like to.
What's the roll?
Perception or arcana, pick one.
I would like to use my glimpses from a distant past.
22. Woohoo!
Mm-hmm.
To roll
that should be a success.
No, yep, that's one success. Like I said, I need 2 successes for this particular thing for reasons.
That is a.
So that's 15.
Not good enough. Okay, so Cool Bond, we're gonna go with you.
Uh,
Actually, hold up. Maybe Jabel, do you have stats? Did I write your stats down? I don't.
Doesn't
It's a
anyone
blank
have any
screen.
inspiration to use?
Jabel has a full character sheet. Of course, yeah, she's got a full spell book. Here we go. Let's roll. Where's her Arcana? Why do you only have a +4? Oh yes, because I made her as a low-level NPC who I didn't give any of my NPC successful stats. So, wow, okay,
and
she succeeded.
Also, DM, look on your. I just have a quick question. Look
Yes?
into your PMs when you
Yeah,
can. Just look into your PMs when you can.
I have no idea what you mean by that.
Well, is it novice, adept, or expert?
I don't know what that is.
You know, because
oh, for fishing stuff?
yeah,
I don't know. I didn't think about any of that.
I can just be novice. You said I could have a kit of a dredging kit, so I could just be novice.
Sure.
All right, cool. Thank you. That was my case. Then go
Sure.
ahead, continue.
Okay. So yeah, Jabel also is gonna take the time and just try to study the runes. Being a conjuration wizard herself, she might be an apprentice, but she is a wizard on her own. So, Full Bond, you're basically just opening up your senses and just trying to read the magic in the area, just seeing how it warps and turns based on just being Fae and being used to how the Fae and the Shadow Fae just twist and trick space into just moving, And Jabel is
Yep.
going into this in as a conjuration wizard. She too is fairly familiar with space, with teleportation being its whole thing, right? So because of that, she's also quite adept at just trying to read just the volume, essentially. And the two of
Yeah.
you together, you are going to want to. You are going to actually be walking this way slightly to the east, and she's going to be walking north. So you walk to the west, and she walks to the north, because that's kind of when she's following her senses. Essentially, you two are basically making a bit of a net as you essentially just trying to figure out, you're kind of mapping the area. You've noticed a little bit of anomaly over here this way, and she's noticed something this way. As you both move forward, and you're just constantly trying to just look up at the sky, see how the air is distorted, just pulse out a bit of magic and just see what your readings get you. You both suddenly stop. You and her. And then you both look towards the lake. And you realize whatever this entity is, it is letting out very faint arcane ripples from the lake outwards, which is why you two are both sent off in different directions. If only one of you succeeded, you would be very confused, because it would give you a reading all around. But because two of you succeeded, you can triangulate it that it's coming from inside the lake, the bottom of the lake. You don't know what that exactly means for you, in terms of how to deal with it, but you know that it's in there.
You know what? Litney can't breathe. If they point out that it's in the lake, Litney will immediately
That's up to
check
Solstice.
Yeah.
But yeah, Jabel will go back to you. Jabel will meet up with you again and tell you what she found, and using what she found and what you found, you realize that it's probably in the lake. You don't know what it is still, but it's in the lake.
Litney just chuckles. I'm getting a little rusty, it seems.
Yep. Again, it's up to Solstice to see if she tells the group.
Yeah, we'll tell them. Because we are after it, after all.
Litney is like, let me have a look, and is going to, you see her go to the water, and just carefully put her head down into it, and tries to see what she could see. She doesn't need to breathe, so suffocating underwater isn't a thing.
Before you actually, Solstice, you shared, right? Sorry.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, she
All right,
shared,
so
which is why Litney knows.
All right, so before Litney goes to, take a dive in, Isabella
no,
can
she's just
also.
she's not taking her whole. She's not throwing her whole body in there. She's just sticking her head in.
Yeah, but before you even do that, I don't know if the water is like just super, super safe. So Isabella would like to, if that's all possible,
Sure.
take just a small moment and before you do that, because she wants to try something first.
All right.
So first thing she's going to do, you guys can do anything. If the DM allows me, you see Isabella reach inside of her shell and pulls out a bit of rope, then more rope, then more rope, then more rope, and eventually a magnet that looks pretty strong, and and has a few like hook shapes to it. And she's going to and throw that into the water. So she's gonna be dredging for an hour, if the DM allows it, of course.
You can make the attempt.
All right. Which table? Which junk
None.
table am I using?
Mine.
All
as
right,
in,
sure,
I make
cool.
sure. As in, you roll me it and I make shit up because I'm not using that. It's too complicated.
All right, that works. 52, so that's a success.
What? I
remember,
determine what's a success. Excuse me very much.
Yeah.
Well, I'm supposed to reel something in if I roll between a 36 and an 80.
But use stars rules, since again he mentioned.
I clearly said that I'm making shit up here, not.
All right, sorry, never mind. So then it's 52 anyway.
Okay. Wonderful. Just give me 1 second.
I saw what you were trying to do.
The reason why he said it's between 36 and 80 is because that's the range you are guaranteed to get something from dredging.
Yes.
Outside of that, it's a guaranteed fail.
Yeah, give me 1 second. You have to realize I just said I'm using. Well, I'm making stuff up on my own. So I'm not using the table which he's got.
Oh, it's not a table at all. That's to roll after he knows if he succeeded or not.
Okay, give me 1 second. So yeah, a 52, you will get something. We're gonna have to see what exactly you get. But give me 1 second. So roll me a 1d100.
All right, sure.
Actually, hold up 1 second. Wait, stop.
Oh, okay.
So you guys are gonna let him just be there and try dredging for an hour, correct?
Litney's.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
Litney's gonna ask, what are you doing? Fishing?
Because I'm not gonna let the rolls happen first, because
My mistress thinks just casually splashing one's head into possibly corrupted water is probably not the best idea as a first solution, and thus, if there is something of interest within these waters, she is at first trying to, dredge it up first before actually immersing any body parts.
Fair enough.
If this does not succeed, you may proceed with what you wanted to
do. While Isabel is doing that, Solstice will take a quick short rest to regain that spent spell slot. Assuming we got an hour to spend.
Yeah.
I'm going to
matter.
be. You might want to hold off on that.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay.
If there's anything corrupted in there, Litney's going to have her spell book out just in case.
Oh shit! Come on, drag this one. Where are these? Where? I've got pictures and they just. I feel like they're disappearing. Like my eyes are playing tricks on me.
They probably are.
Okay, right. So this is gonna be pretty cool. So Isabella, as you're in there, just fuck. Yeah. Okay. Where is everyone? Just tell me exactly where you are. The 1 hour hasn't passed.
Yeah,
Litney
I'm
is
over here near
fine.
Isabella, just in case.
Okay. I want you all to place yourselves. And I'm going to want someone to roll me someone say high or low and roll me a 1d6 to see if I'm going to be mean to the NPCs or not.
Hi.
Okay, so I'm not going to be mean to the NPCs.
Oh, thank goodness. As Litney would have a cow if something happened to the kids.
This is Dave, by the way, the ranger. I forgot I lost his token last time, so I'm just using the sloth from Zootopia. Just so you know,
Sent the sloth.
Dave, this is supposed to be Dave. He's a human ranger with a green cloak. I just don't know where his token is, so I'm using this picture which I just have. Okay, wonderful. So, guys,
You have a picture of Dash the sloth from fucking.
Yeah, because he's the best.
I don't remember his name.
So 1, 2, 3. Where's Sarah?
I'm pretty sure it's from Zootopia.
Am I mistaken? Is Sarah just not on the map?
No, I'm here.
Sarah's not on the map.
Oh, are you underneath Litney?
Oh, I'm sorry. I did.
Oh.
I was so confused.
I am so sorry. I didn't realize.
Okay, so this is wonderful. So, because of that roll, the 29. After 20 minutes, Isabella.
Mm-hmm. All right.
You feel something brush against your magnet, your line. You feel something get caught in your line.
Well, time to drag.
Litney has her spell
Could
book
you
out.
roll me a strength check?
All right, sure, I can do that. 1 second.
Is it possible for? Is it possible for Solstice to assist?
Go ahead, roll. Isabella's probably going to have advantage, that means, but yeah, let's see. Roll your stealth.
All right, my
check.
strength is actually not bad. I have a strength of 2. Or well, plus 2 in strength.
Yeah.
The actual
roll with advantage.
Yep. Work, damn it! There we go.
20.
So that's a 20. So you feel as you pull, you're like, shit, this is really hard. And you're pulling, and you're like really pulling, and you're really pulling, like, did it get stuck or something? And then you feel whatever you're pulling, like it gets loosened a little bit. So it's like, oh, you're able to pull it in. But then you feel it just tug back at you, and both of you almost like go flying forward a half a step.
Mm-hmm.
And then you see some bubbles emerge in the water.
Litney's going ready.
You get you're like, dude, it's a really heavy bite. How are we gonna be able to pull it back? Oh my god, we're able to pull it. That's amazing. It's so good. And eventually what does pop out is a large serpent-like head flies out of the water, letting out a roar as it turns to look at you.
Can I play a quick,
And there's a lot more bubbling and rippling throughout the lake.
Oh no, there's more.
A second large serpent pops out.
Oh,
A
Hydra.
third large serpent
Good thing
pops
I have
out.
Fireball.
So allow
Hey,
me to
good
just
news, guys! I found the boss.
allow me to post in description spam the picture. This is not my picture, but
Oh,
so essentially, you got one giant large serpent head comes out. Serpent, I say serpent, yes. A second one pops out of the water staring at you. A third one also pops out of the water staring at you. A fourth one also pops out of the water staring at you. You guys are officially quite worried now.
Litney is backing up slowly.
No, because this is where initiative starts. So wait 1 second.
Before that, can I roll nature or arcana to see if she can identify what this thing is?
I'm gonna delete all these things in initiative. Remove all turns. Clear.
There's nothing here.
There we go.
Oh, no,
Again, for
there
me,
isn't
that
any.
were turns in initiative. One.
Lol. Sam over here.
Oh, fucking hell. Oops, wrong one. No, wait, it's right.
I rolled a 13.
That's. Can you delete that one and I will take the right one?
Delete which one?
Oh,
Stefano? You can
yeah.
you can just click on it and then just change it.
Oh no, that is a low roll.
Yeah,
That
you can
is-
just click on it and change it. You can't add things on your
Oops.
own, but you can just change things.
That is a low
Give me a
roll.
second.
You know what? I think we can go a little bit longer and at least have a bit of this fight because we got 15 minutes left, and I think we can take another 10 minutes or something, and at least get a little bit of progress.
No, I
Yeah,
can't do
seems
shit
fair
with this one.
enough.
Oh, you can't? Okay, fine. Stefano, I'll change it. What's it supposed to be?
Solstice.
Oh, that's supposed to be Solstice. Well, hold up a second.
Oh,
Oh,
You
wait,
are-
fuck it, I do it like.
No. I was just gonna right click, add you to turn. Okay, cool. Oh,
Yeah,
you got a
there we go.
9.
Just delete Stefano.
Yeah, cool.
Just
Yeah.
delete Stefano.
Sure. Okay, right. So, oh shit. NPC is also it turns. Right, there we go. Add you to
I remember
initiative.
I remember the original was as like one rolls for them, and they all take the same. The NPCs take the same turn.
Nah,
All right. Well, at least we got
because
almost a full.
that's gonna
turn
be
here.
a bit imbalanced.
Yep. Okay, Jabel is reasonable. Jabel is reasonable.
Hmm?
You are. Oh, Inadi's 21. Nice.
Oh, she is ready to go.
Yeah, she must ready to go away.
And Dave is at 17. There we go. That's all of those people. And yeah, let's hide what time now. Let's see. I'm going to roll a die in real life, which I do not have. I'm going to roll a die in Tabletop Simulator.
Inadi and Slayer.
You know
are
what? He
ready.
deserves it. I'm going to roll the big GM die for him, not the red enemy die.
Oh no.
Oh, wait. What happened just now? Oh, I hit E or something. Here we go. Oh, that's the actual roll. Oh. Huh, that's
Mm.
very average.
We're screwed. Oh. How screwed are we? What position is he going?
I saw you roll several times.
No. What happened was instead of R, I hit R for a second and hit E. And then after I hit E, and E is the flip button. E doesn't roll, it just flips the die. You saw on the third time, it actually went up and then came down. That's the actual roll. So R is the roll and E is to just flip. Which is why I kept hitting E and just kept 2-3, 2-3, 2-3, because they're apparently that's pretty cool. So okay, everyone's rolled. Let's
wait.
I did.
My bad. Rolling now.
Oh.
Okay.
And where's Dave on here?
Dave is this guy over here.
No, man, on the initiative order. Oh, there. Yeah, I see it now. 17. Oh, some of the NPCs are really raring to go, especially Slayer over there.
Shit, Slayer got a 21. I didn't even see that. Oh, right.
Not 20. He is going.
Well, where is?
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
The Hydra got a 13, by the way. It's exactly it's pretty much in the middle. Actually, no, it's pretty. Oh shit. Okay, let me just double check.
Okay, there, I'm on the tracker.
Okay.
Not Zed.
Please adjust yours to 14. I'll adjust yours. Don't worry. Okay, Fjord is not in here. Fjord.
No.
Yeah, he is.
He is.
He's right below the Hydra.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna rearrange now in descending, and we're ready to go. Okay, we start off this conflict with the Hydra approach appearing, ready to attack. Just so you guys understand the mechanical terms here. The Hydra is one creature. I'm taking inspiration with what Laviandi did of having multiple tokens. There is one each head has a health pool, and the Hydra itself has a total health pool. This is just so I can keep track of the heads better. So if you say you attack head 1, you know?
Yeah.
Got it. So don't worry about that too much. It only has one turn, but it has legendary actions. Okay.
And
just so you know,
it can take multiple.
Just so you guys understand, this is
reaction.
It doesn't have multiple reactions.
Oh. Okay.
No, it's one entity with multiple heads.
Okay, because I'm aware that the Hydra has ability that depending on how many heads it has that many
For
minus
each
one.
head the Hydra has beyond one is an action reaction. Oh shit, I didn't even know that. Thank you for telling me that.
Oh no.
My Hydra is a bit modified, by the way, because a regular Hydra is actually not going to be enough to be a challenge for you guys. So don't worry too much.
Yeah.
It's Goblin Slayer's turn, and Goblin Slayer is looking at this, and he's like, "Oh God, that's a big goblin."
Yes.
Not those are like he used to do. Okay. What the hell does he do?
One,
2, 3. He can't use any of these to help. He can't disarm this. Okay, you know what? Quick toss the only option he has. So he's gonna just. Did anyone give him javelins?
I was sure we did.
I gave him all.
Cool. Thank you so much. So here's what he's gonna do. He's gonna action. He's gonna. Wait, I'm clicking on him, right? Why is he not moving?
Oh, right. I never removed them from my list.
Wait.
He has 5 javelins on me.
Something's wrong.
No, he can't move him.
No, what happens is I'm off center. I'm clicking and the mouse is clicking off to the right by a few pixels. So I'm not able to click on him. Okay, I'm just reloading. Give me a second. I have an advertisement. Uvu. Okay.
Ooh, what's this?
And with a long shrug.
Speaking of Uvel, did you guys see the video I linked about the Uvel?
Don't make
language?
me suffer. So Goblin Slayer's here. Goblin Slayer is gonna throw. He's gonna shoot out. Okay, so 1D. Okay, right. So here we go. He's gonna throw a javelin.
Come on.
That's 11. That's nobody that's gonna hit. That doesn't hit.
Does he have action surge?
He does have action surge, and he's gonna use action surge to throw a second javelin. That's a 7 plus. He rolled another 11 exactly. Okay, right, and he's gonna use his quick toss. Maneuver quick toss. Throw another javelin. That is a natural 20.
Oh, finally.
If you look at this, it did touch the other die, but the reading says 20. The computer says 20. I'm going to move it aside just so that it doesn't do that again. But that is a 20! So he got a natural 20 with his attack. Hell yeah, Goblin Slayer!
So, what's the crit rules on this one?
Give me a second. So
The one thing Goblin Slayer excels at, slaying goblins.
Yeah.
He
So 1 second.
Hydras.
So he adds a D8 to the damage die. So
It's a goblin.
5e javelin. A javelin is a D10 if I remember correctly. Or is it a D8?
Give me. I can quickly check.
It's a D6.
I got,
Okay, right. So here we go. Slash R, 2d6 plus 2d8 because he doubles the superiority die as well. Plus 2 his strength modifier.
Yep.
Oh my god, that's 20 damage immediately! He maxed out 2 of the die and mint only 1 of the die.
He got 2 of the best and 1 of the worst.
That's amazing!
Which head did he hit?
This one, the
It's
first
the
one.
Goblin Slayer.
Because it's within range, the other ones might be a bit off. Let's see.
I imagine Litney said, "Don't think of it as a Hydra. Think of it as a goblin. Goblin.
Goblin!
What a goblin!
Aha! It's fucking done just
Why
like
am I
a
hearing
guilty
screaming?
goblin! It's like, I did miss a bunch too, but ignore that! Right.
It was just dialing in the hit.
So,
Yeah.
yep. So Goblin Slayer throws 2 javelins. The head doesn't even react as the 2 javelins just... one of them just hits its armor and just bounces off. And the other one just jabs it but barely even does anything and just laughs seeing that. And the 3rd javelin goes right in where the 2nd javelin hit. And basically just jabs right into its throat where it chokes a bit like... It's angry! That's Goblin Slayer's turn. He's gonna take a few steps back because he doesn't want to, you know.
He doesn't want to become past tense.
Okay,
Oh,
it's her turn now. And well, of course she's gonna do something stupid. She's going to immediately try action. She's gonna try casting Chaos Bolt.
You know what? Would have said under
16 plus 2.
unless it were,
Oh wait, no, 16 plus 4. That's a 20 to hit. She hits. She hits.
Yep.
She actually
Now,
hit.
randomness.
I didn't give her a sheet. I don't know why. I have it written down, but I didn't put it in this thing. Okay, right. Let me see. She rolls a 2d8 if I remember correctly. Yes.
Yeah.
So slash R 2d8 plus 1 plus her dexterity plus her 2 for charisma. And let's see if she gets 2 of the she gets to pick 1. Okay, a 4 and 3. She doesn't bounce. That's fortunate or unfortunate, I guess. I don't know. Yeah. If you fireball the heads, by the way, it'll do half damage to each of them, but it'll still count all of them. Just a quick note.
If Litney survives, then she's in fighting range.
So
Fireball.
let's see. Her options are: was it a 3 and a 4 and a 3? So lightning and psychic. She's gonna do lightning damage because fuck yeah, lightning's awesome.
Okay. Wait, it isn't water.
And she's gonna use lightning damage. That's on this head, by the way.
Wait, would it double things in water?
Wait a second. Why am I looking at images? Well, I was looking at images and I'm reading Chaos Blade. What the fuck is that? No. 3 and 4 is fire and force. She picks force because it's in water. Huh?
Yeah.
Okay, right, here we go. So she picks force. So that's she's gonna attack this thing, by the way, because it's the closest one.
Yeah.
Okay. That's another 9 points of damage. And she's like, aha, take that! And the head just turns to look at her. It's like, no! You don't scare me! She says, running backwards. You don't scare me!
She says, absolutely fucking terrified.
Right.
Yes. It's Dave's
Braves are,
turn!
in
Dave
Ali,
the
bravely run away.
Ranger! Really? Okay, he's gonna just shoot at it with a bow.
Hey.
That's a hit. How did he hit?
Whoa, 19.
How did he hit?
Ice.
Okay.
19.
He has a short. He has a longbow. A longbow is a 1d8.
I'm surprised Tides of Chaos hasn't come in.
She didn't use it.
Oh,
I have to call for Tides of Chaos to give her advantage. I didn't call for it. Okay, so Dave also fires a shot and basically gets it in gets this head in its eye. The NPCs are doing quite a big number, and they're also going to scatter. He's gonna come here so that he's behind the group.
Yep.
And now it's your turn, Razzle.
1 minute, just checking. Want to go get my spells.
Just so you guys know, the Hydra has abilities which you do not know of. I just needed to.
Hey, can we see the head? Can we see the body, or are we only seeing these 3 heads?
You're seeing these 4 heads. They're giant, long heads. You're seeing these 4, yes, and there's presumably a body underneath. You don't know where it is. You can make assumptions, but you don't know how long the necks are.
Fair enough. I won't bother with it then. Let's see here.
I'm trying to make this more. I'm trying to make this more fun, more cool.
10 feet. That is. Where's my little ruler tool? Okay.
How many attacks do you? Oh,
probably get at least 2 of them.
That makes sense.
I'm going to shatter.
Okay.
Please tell me
3rd level.
Just so you know, AoE. I need to kind of point this out because of how these heads kind of work. That AoEs will do half damage because it is just one entity, but you hit multiple. So if you hit 3 heads, you're still doing more damage than you would normally.
Wait, even with the fireball?
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't
like
2 heads.
Again, what I'm saying is basically all AoE damage is half if it includes more than 1 head. Because that's just how I balance because it's just 1 creature.
Are you going to be rolling for your DC? What is it? Wisdom?
Listen, it's 1 creature. It's only got 1 mind, so I'm gonna just roll 1 time for it.
Sure. Yep. That means you get double failure.
It depends.
Again,
it depends on how.
It's a beautiful thing of because how I chose to make this nonsense. What was that?
You can hit 3 heads if you aim there with fireball later.
He doesn't have fireball. He's using shatter.
No, I'm not using fireball.
He's talking about me.
Okay, let's go, shatter. Wait. So what's the DC?
It's hold on. I'm pretty sure it's a wisdom save, but give me a second.
It would be a constitution. And since it's shatter
is constitution.
Constitution. Go ahead.
Okay, right. Here we go. I'm gonna roll the big die again because he's my big boy. I'm pretty sure he succeeds that. He got a 17.
Wait. I would like to if you
succeed, a 17.
Wait, what?
What does he need to fail by?
I hate that you rolled both heads as a single entity.
Oh,
'Cause you
listen.
passed.
I mean, listen. What do you?
Wait,
The thing
what's-
is, okay, fine. I'll roll them both as separate entities if you want. Okay, that's for head tree. You know, I'm gonna number the heads here so that's easy for all of us.
Okay.
I can always silvery barbs one of the heads.
Same.
So just so you know, this Hydra is called Hydra 1. It's going even if you kill that one, I'm not gonna remove it just because it's what I'm using for keeping track of the turn.
Yeah. Plus, depending on how you rule this Hydra, normal Hydra's a region.
I know normal Hydras do regen. Yes, obviously. Okay, right. So here we go. I've not marked them. I'm stupid. There we go.
I see.
You named them.
I named them wrong. There we go. I've named them correctly. 1, 2, 3, 4. So 3 succeeded, and I'm going to roll for 4.
What are you talking about? Chatter's not that big.
If 4 succeed.
No. You're hitting two heads, 3 and 4, correct?
I was going for the ones closest to us, but sure.
I mean, listen, it doesn't matter. Just you tell me which two are you targeting. Can you please mark them? Point at them.
Let's go with 2 and 3. They're the closest together.
Okay, so head 2 succeeded. I'm gonna roll for head 3.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
That's
depending on if
that's
head
a 20.
What the fuck?
Okay, I'm gonna.
I'm rolling live. I'm not even doing any of the fudging yet.
I don't even see the numbers of your rolls.
No, it's I'm just doing in Tabletop Simulator, so on stream that you can see it. Just because because the thing is, it's looking pretty, and I can see like actual dice rolling.
I don't know if stream can see tabletops. Nope, they can.
They can. I'm looking at it.
Solstice, I think it's time for both of us to use silver.
Yep. I use my reaction
Time to barb the shit out of these people.
Okay, fine. Who are you giving your thing
Same
to?
with Litney will do the same.
I'm gonna give it to myself for now.
Okay.
I'll give it to Fjord.
Okay, so I'm gonna re-roll head 2. That's
3.
a fail. And head 3 is a success. That's a 21.
I'll play the failed one.
Head 2 failed, head 3 succeeded. So let's go. Remember half damage because AoE on.
When Litney uses silvery barbs, Herb's rat shell just pops off from her shoulder, pops behind and Hydra 2. Squeak! Pops right and back to Litney.
So that's 6. Okay, that's 16 points of damage. That's 8.
Wait, 16? No.
15.
How is it?
15.
How badly did I roll? What the fuck?
You matched one and missed the second one.
Wait a minute. I thought you get one additional D4, a D8 over. I rolled at 3rd level. What the fuck?
Yes, right up there. 1. The natural 1.
I hate
Sorry,
this.
mate.
I'm rolling bad. All the rolls are bad against me today.
Okay, right. So let's make this simple. Okay, so here's what's happening. Because we decide every head rolls individually, I'm not gonna do the half AoE, okay?
Alright.
Are we guys good with that? Just don't need extra calculations. Head 2 failed, minus 16. Head 3 failed, minus 8. There we go. Nice and simple. I have the numbers, I'm looking at them. Okay. Is that what you got, Razzle? Do you want to move, maybe? Or are you good there?
I'm keeping with the group, and I'm just going to cast my bonus action. Who wants inspiration?
Give it to whoever.
Solstice is gonna go up and use her champion's challenge ability.
Razzle is going to inspire
everything.
Fjord.
And he already has advantage from Litney's.
Y'all put a lot of faith in Fjord doing damage. Sir, he can't even reach half of them.
He doesn't need to breathe either, does he?
Well, I mean, if you don't
You
want
know
it,
what?
I
Fair point.
can't
He
use
is
it.
he is a skeleton.
Okay, next
Look who
it's
wants.
Isabella.
All right, so I know exactly
Okay,
what I'm
wait,
going to do.
really quickly
So,
pause. I thought Razzle, you just tell me who you're giving inspiration to. I thought you said it.
Well, since they said it's probably a bad idea, I guess I'll give it to the next person. So that
So,
would
Isabella.
be.
It's Isabella's turn
I mean,
now.
I guess. Yeah, I'll give it to Isabella. Isabella has Bardic.
Okay.
all right.
Oh, Macho,
Alright,
are
what
we
are you
going
gonna
to
do?
continue
Just so you know, we're
before
gonna be
the
stopping
session?
soon. But yes, let's go.
All right, so what I'm going to do is that instead, well, first off, Isabella is going to into her true form. Second thing that she's going to do is she's going to do something. She's basically going to wrap her tendrils around herself and contorts her whole body before like suddenly just like squeezing her entire body, and that means she goes. And she's going to cast into this entire area here, ellipse.
Explain to me, what are you
Bruh.
casting?
Hunger of Hadar.
Okay.
Ah,
Isn't that around you?
No, it's in a 20-foot radius, but
Hey,
not
we're
around
at
me.
20
It's,
feet.
Isn't it self?
You can if you put the.
I'm
if you
gonna
put on
put up a
fade.
spell.
If you put on fade, the
No,
linger, you can make it
it's
so it
150
stays.
feet. You're correct.
There you go. I'm
Oh,
putting it in
Hunger
the
of Hadar.
chat.
I'm thinking Arms of Hadar. What's this? Darkness.
Yeah. All right.
Yes, so they can't see shit, and they're getting slapped everywhere.
Oh.
As you see, literally the void of space engulf this entire area. So that's my action. As my bonus action, there is a point in the water, just right there, right here, that's just going to like become like troubled, and then suddenly you can see stars and shit, and you see a long tentacle just like burst out of there. So that's Tentacle of the Deep. That's
Oh, wait a
and
second! It doesn't need to have. It doesn't need to have its first turn for legendary actions to happen. Yeah, go ahead. You do this, and then I forgot I can do legendary actions.
Yeah, that's how legendary actions and reactions
my
work.
I was
you
kind of
goofy
just sitting
goober.
here and thinking, is this gonna get a chance to have a turn? And I forgot it's got legendary actions. Shit.
You're a dumbass.
That's my bonus action. Slap.
Miss.
Ah, dang it.
Okay, that's it. D, are you moving? Is that your turn?
1 second. Yes, I'm also moving. I'm going right. Ah, god damn it. Sorry. There you go.
Stay
I'm
behind
going
you.
there.
Probably gonna get the brunt of this.
Okay, right. Let's
And
see.
Banakafalata is also moving and getting right over there. There you go. Sorry, I'm going to put you. There you go. Perfect. There you go. So the weird squiggly thing is the Tentacle of the Deep. And that's my turn. And also for Hunger of Hadar, is this instantaneous? It's called an that ends its turn in the area. Okay, sure.
So that's not gonna work.
It's a start the turn is 2d6 cold damage, and end the turn is a 2d6
all
acid
right,
damage.
so for now, nothing happens.
Nothing happens, I know.
Quite yet.
Okay, cool. So, legendary action!
Quick
Because
question.
I forgot I can do that.
Uh-oh.
Legendary action. This head is going to, let's see. Well, it is pissed off at quite a few people. But, you know, around here is kind of where all the people are.
Oh.
Oh, no.
Hey,
So it's gonna have.
it's getting
It's gonna pick.
time.
Yep, I know. I'm gonna end this turn. I'm gonna end right after I do this.
Okay.
So it's going to basically raise its head up, and bubbles are gonna start just like how to say, just little spurts of water are gonna start pouring out of its mouth as it starts swelling up, and then it's going to point forward, and it's gonna let out a breath attack.
Ah, frick!
So here we go. It can only do a line. So the way how I see it, it's a 40-foot line. This way, I don't know if it counts as hitting any of you, but I'm gonna move it this way, and it's very clearly hitting Litney and Isabella.
Oh no.
There's no other proper way for it to hit any multiple people, so it's gonna do that. Litney and it. Wait a second. Where does it emanate from? It can emanate from
quick
any
question.
of the 4 squires, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Nope. This is
Think
the
so.
only option. It can't hit multiple people
Yeah.
otherwise. But Dave. Yep.
Where do you want to aim?
Here we go. Just 40 feet. I'm hitting Litney and Isabella. Litney, Isabella, here comes a jet of water. So you guys gonna have to make a dexterity saving throw. What's your DC, Dragon? It doesn't have a DC written in here, of course,
It's a bit
because
of-
it's not supposed to have that attack.
It's a bit of a crapshoot
The way how I see
if
it,
Razzle also gets hit.
no, it's so little. It's just a tiny corner. I'm gonna say it's Litney and Isabella are clearly hit. So yeah, Litney, Isabella, make me dexterity saving throws.
Ah, shit.
Neither of you have.
Oh, natural 20.
Nice. You
10,
succeed, and Litney
wait,
fails.
Lucky die.
Okay, go ahead. Roll your lucky dice.
All right. If I remember correctly, it's been so long.
You have
roll
1.
Either.
I believe.
Yeah, I have 1
Yep. Go ahead.
right
Roll.
now, and I can't remember if it was a D6 or a D20.
Isn't your lucky die a reroll?
Oh yeah, it is.
It's basically a one-time use of lucky.
Well, not one time, but you use it once for the
Well,
day.
better
You
than
can't roll
nothing.
every
But
charge.
still
Yeah.
probably fail.
Okay.
Dex save.
So that's 15. No, Razzle, you don't have to make the save. You're safe.
What do you mean I don't have to make
You're
the save?
you're safe. It only hits Litney and Isabella. I'm saying. They're the only 2 clearly in the line. I don't know what this box is. Okay.
It's a
Right,
it's a
so
roll 20
Litney, you
attack.
still failed. So that's gonna be interesting.
Good thing I have temporary HP.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so you guys take this much bludgeoning damage because it's a jet of water. 16.
Okay.
Whoa, that's like
Okay.
2 maxes and 2 almost mins. That's almost average.
Do I have it? Because I technically...
I've no
I
clue.
don't know if I succeeded or not.
You half it.
It should be half damage for you.
Okay, so I take away the 12, so that would be. I have 28 HP. Great math.
So I technically
Yeah.
succeeded my save, right?
Yes, and you half the damage, so you take 8 damage, not
Okay, cool.
not 16.
Yeah.
Okay, so what we're
Okay,
gonna do
cool.
is we're gonna do one more turn, then we're gonna end. Is that good? We end just before
Alright, sure.
we end just before the hider's actual turn. Is that good?
How does your take Litney getting hit?
You can put 2 and 2 together and guess. Fjord's not happy. Any of whom. 1,
Speaking of the fjord,
5, 10. Is water rough terrain?
Yes.
So that's 15. 25. That Hydra's about to have to make a lot of saves. Let me quickly grab my character sheet.
Okay.
Oh, not character sheet, but Fjord's stat sheet. And let me alright. So he is gonna be striking twice with Casimir. Both are gonna be using his ability Shattered Will. Yeah, this is gonna be fun. /R1. 1d20. That would be +6. I'm guessing a 10 doesn't hit.
No, a 10 doesn't hit. Unfortunate.
Well, that's
You
good,
have-
because I have 2 attacks.
Wait, you have silvery
Does a
bars.
nat 20 hit?
Not 20.
I'm sorry, a natural 20 doesn't hit. It uses silvery bobs. It can't use silvery bobs. Imagine if I have silvery bobs. You know what?
That
Yeah.
fucking sucks.
I will be banning silvery bobs, I think, next campaign or something. Just because it
Fair.
feels so bad.
But
yeah,
it needs to make a DC 15 Wisdom save.
DC 15 Wisdom save. Oh,
Give me a second.
you know what? Can I look what this says? As after Litney gets hit, she says, "Fjord, go for a walk."
Succeed. It succeeds.
All right. Sadness. Anywho.
Here comes the next one.
Oh no, that was the. All right, I have to have 46 plus 8 damage, I think.
Oh yeah, that's a ton of damage it's gonna take. Oh, that's gonna be
Plus
really unfortunate.
8.
No, it's
46 plus 8.
did you roll because I'm not seeing it?
18.
There we go. That was not good.
Oh, and also, there's now 4 of him because he's using Flower Field.
Okay, cool. Put your fool down.
Yeah.
That's a ton of damage.
Know how the fuck to do that.
I don't know either.
Just drag your character a couple
Just
of
drag your
times.
character down a bunch of times.
Control C, Control V, Control V.
Okay.
Yeah, that works also.
Wonderful. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful.
Surprisingly, I did the math. I'm only down to 24 HP.
Okay, cool. I'm glad.
Maybe.
So here's the thing. This was the original, right?
The one who isn't tinted is the original.
Okay, that's kind of unfortunate. I can't. He doesn't have angle. Well, anyway, it's fine. So Litney, Isabella, and the green guy are gonna have to make another dexterity saving throw because he's going to use that attack again. Because you know what? It's his most appropriate attack because he can't. A melee attack's kind of meh.
Does a 13 say? Oh god!
Oh no! Oh no! That wasn't that one.
Oh yeah, I didn't even make that first attack at
13
advantage.
is a fail. The natural one is a fail. All 3 of you fail.
Wait, don't I get inspiration because that one?
You get an inspiration because of that one. Congratulations.
All
Don't
right, I'm
forget to
using
keep track of your inspiration. By the way, the next short rest
I'm using
inspiration.
that inspiration.
Yeah, I also have
No,
an inspiration.
you can't
Can I
use
it?
an inspiration on a turn. You get an
Aw.
inspiration. See, if you
All
use,
right, all right.
you either get an inspiration or you don't, and you re-roll. That's your options, okay?
Yeah.
So here's the
but
thing.
anyway,
Do not forget. When we get to our next long rest, that's where all the temporary inspirations and all are gonna go away.
all right.
Because
I have 3.
Yeah.
Can I use one right now?
yes, you can use one
Okay, cool.
for a re-roll, basic re-roll.
All right.
But not for this.
That
Oops,
you
sorry,
succeed.
I don't have advantage.
You succeed.
Right. So I can.
All right.
You can
Wait,
use
so I
it.
can roll this.
You can if you have an inspiration already.
Yeah.
But
Oh,
you
no,
you
no.
can't claim you can't get an inspiration and re-roll.
All right. All right.
Okay, let's go. 16
Yes.
points of damage, exactly the same.
Yeah, Litney is not looking good.
I think that's one of the fjords gone, isn't it?
This boy gets atomized because he had 11 health.
Okay.
Anywho, there's still 3.
And Litney is gone down to like a.
24. Okay. So
Oh,
24.
by the way, Litney, don't forget you need to be an Undying Rage to be able to get back up using your magic.
Yes. Yes, and I haven't. I'm not even up next.
Okay, wonderful. And we're gonna end here. This is where we're gonna end. This,
I,
Yeah.
I really wish we could have done every single character at least once.
I'm sorry, but there's just not enough time. The turn order is huge.
I know.
I will right away skip through I'll just go through the NPC's turns as fast as possible when it gets to them. But here we end the turn. It'll be Hydra's turn, and that's where we stop. We stop here. Oh, it's been so long since we've had a combat session. By the way, just so you guys know, this will be quite difficult.
Yeah, Litney's already dropped to 8.
You're
Oh,
still
shit.
at full. 28 for me. 24 to me.
No, that's the maximum. The current hit points I have is 8. The current is 8.
Okay, it's just updated for me. Yeah, that's pretty nasty. Oh, I'm so excited we actually get to do a proper fight. It's been so long.
And this thing's probably got a gun for either Litney or
Yeah,
the Fjord.
so what I did for the hide... Okay, I'm gonna stop the stream now.
And it's a good thing that there's a lot of
Yep.
yards.
3, 2, 1.
Goodbye,
Thank you. Thank you for
everyone.
watching. Goodbye.
Bye-bye.
You killed my bird wife, you colossal twat!
Listen, Kenta